Okay, so as promised, I'm going to give you a review of what I think of news in slow Spanish. So, first, I'm going to give you a summary of all the key features, and then I'm going to take you behind the scene and go inside the program and the course and show you what it looks like. So, it will give you a good idea of what to expect. And at the end, I will tell you what's my recommendation, whether I recommend it or not, and why I make that decision. So the format is basically podcast episodes that are recorded either live um, or put in a library that you can access at any time. You can read, listen, and when you listen to it, it's at a very slow pace, so it's very easy for you to go through it and understand correctly and learn at your own pace. But sorry, you got three different levels: beginners, intermediate, and advanced. It applies to regions of Spain or also Latin America. So it's really good to have this option, particularly if you are willing to understand the language difference between one country and the other and be able to grasp the different accent that the local people speak in those different countries. The pricing, it's pretty reasonable, I think. You've got a 7-day free trial, and then it's a monthly renewable subscription, just under $30, under $25 even. And you can just join and stop whenever you want. There is no contract, tying to a certain period. You just renew on a month by month basis. It's easily accessible either by desktop, any mobile app as well. You can download the app of the learning course through either iPhone or Android. So that's the summary for that. Now I'm going to take you down the preview, what it looks like. Okay, let me show you what Slow Spanish behind the scene works. So you've got a membership signing there. That's what it would look like whether you go in the desktop or your computer. And this is where you will have access to the library of all the podcasts that have been recorded in the past that you didn't manage to join live, or things that have been created and added every week. So you've got three different levels for the news: beginners, intermediate, advanced. You've got some sections that are specific to grammar and others to expression to help you with your Spanish conversation. And there's also some exclusive series that you will have here. So this is the library of everything that is recorded. But as I said, you also get access to some live podcasts that are done every week. So this is where you will get access to, where you can join and participate and get a chance to practice what you've learned so far and improve actively on your Spanish. So let's go in the library. So let's go to the news beginners section. Again, as I said, there's two editions, which is really, really good. One that is based on the mainland Spain country. But if you want to switch to the Latin America Spanish, so you can get a bit of an idea of the accent and the language differences that you got, you can switch by clicking there. So this is what it looks like for the news beginners. So you got all these sections, all these individual recorded or pre-loaded episodes there. So it's always the latest one in the front. You've got also different kind of categories, so politics, culture. So you've got a lot of choice to select depending on your interest. So if I go in there, for example, this episode, you will click on that and you've got everything. So you can listen to it and it will be in a slower pace, but you can change that if you want. You've got flashcards that you can download if you want to do a little bit more homework. And you can listen or read there. And you've got the translation automatically when you hover on the top of the word or the sentence. So really, really, really easy to follow. And they're not very big. They're about like 15 minutes. So that's quite short. So that's what it looks like. If I go back to the front of the library, again, I'm going to show you what the grammar and expression category looks like. So really you got an introduction, then you've got like different areas that you want to look for. You've got a search catalog option that helps you to find things much quicker, or you just go and type the things that you're looking for if that's not sufficient to help you find the right thing. So it works exactly the same way as the news. You just go through and you can either read it or listen to it, and it's in slow language.
For the record, I'm still not convinced that this is going to work.
And you can adjust the speed there if you want. If that's too slow, you can add a bit more speed.
To be different.
Pero por qué?
You see, so
Why?
depending of your level or how quickly you improve, you might be able to start listening to those episodes at a much more normal pace. And there you can also download the PDF that you can print later on if you don't want to be on your computer all the time. So that's quite good. If I go back in the front of the library, I was saying that there is an exclusive series. So again, more about the culture. So the Iberia legend. So a lot of choice to do. The festival in Spain, and it's all by episode that you can just follow. So really, really cool as well. And as I said, you've got the same for Latino. So if you switch to Latino, the library will appear exactly as the same, but it will be geared up to Latin America. So that's it for the preview of what it looks like. Very comprehensive. And if I was a beginner, I wouldn't start with this straight away, although you've got the 7-day free trial. I will get a level already of advanced beginner, and then I will join this to really increase my active learning and get a little bit of variety of vocabulary. I will join this program if I had to go to work in Spain or in Latin America, where I want to be able to have conversation of the news or what's going on in the country at that time, to be able to have meaningful conversation with your colleagues or the people that you meet through your work. Or also if you decide you want to go and move to Spain or one of those Latin American countries, and you're going to have to meet people, and that might be a really good way to beef up your vocabulary in line with what's happening in the countries at that time, and being a bit more aware of what's going on and what's happening. So really, really good. For O level, I would say I would recommend it, except if you haven't done any classes yet. This might be a bit too early for you. But as soon as you've got a good grasp of Spanish, even at beginner level, you can join this program to really, really, really increase your confidence, in particular for having conversation with local people in the country that you are planning to visit or live. So this is my preview and my in-depth review of what it looks like to join Slow Spanish. Okay, let me show you what slow Spanish behind the scene works. So that's my verdict. Let me know what you think in the comment. And if you've got any questions or if you would like to like and subscribe, please do. Until the next review, hasta luego.